One of the, I guess, mental dilemmas I'm in right now is that since my last birthday, I've literally had many people in my life saying, "Well, it's too late for you now." And it's like, well,
wait.
don't agree.
It's too late for them. And it will remain too late as long as they say it's too late. It's too late. Because when you want something but it's too late, it's not going to show up now. But I really want it, but it's too late. But I really want it, but it's too late. But I really want it, but it's too late. That's contradictory energy. But when you say, I really want it and it's on its way, that's a whole different thing. I really want it and it's never too late. I really want it and I'm clearer now than I've ever been. I really want it and now I understand how the laws of the universe work. I really want it and what has been is not as important as what is now. And what is now feels dynamic. I really want it and I know it's coming. Listen to your words, but more important, feel how they feel when you say them. And if you find yourself saying discouraging words, take a nap.
So one of the things I try and do is disregard that and try and stay clear on what it is I do want. But by disregarding those around me, am I not closing myself off to possibilities?
No, you're closing yourself off to impossibilities. In other words, when you don't listen to naysayers, it can only help you.
Okay, that's comforting.
We are not encouraging you really, although it's really fun, to argue with people who are in a different place. Because when you try to convince someone who's got their mind made up against themselves and against you, then you take this defensive posture. It's only really fun to do that when you're really tuned in and you're really sure of what you're saying. If you're not sure of what you're saying, since they are so sure of what they are saying, because they have so much momentum, they have proof about life failure. And so they're coming on strong, you see. And you don't right now feel that you have proof about life success, so they're going to come on stronger. Someone said to Esther the other day, Esther, you don't cope well in negative emotion at all, do you? And Esther said, no, I'm a mess. I don't cope in negative emotion at all. I can hardly even make words form in my mouth when I get into a negative place. But some people are really good at it because that's where they live. That's what they've been practicing. And so right now you've sort of got one foot in both worlds. You're understanding possibilities, but you can't see them and hear them and smell them and taste them and touch them yet. And so you're letting their view of your not yet manifested creations confuse you about where you are in the process. Does that make sense to you? Yes. And so don't engage with them. They'll just think you're nutty. If you try to tell them about the vortex, they might lock you up. You see, there's a vibrational reality where all of the things that I want are forming. And magical fairies and angels are tending to them. And when I get my head just in the right place, they'll come into my experience where I can see them. We get it. This sounds implausible. But it's the way the universe works, and there's not a shred of evidence to the contrary of it anywhere, you see. But you can't explain it to people who aren't ready to hear it. So just know it. Isn't there satisfaction in knowing something? We said to Esther several times, just lately, understand. Don't try to explain. Understand. Don't try to explain. Because when you understand, you stand in your alignment. When you try to explain to somebody who isn't ready to understand, then you get defensive.
This is getting very clear now.
Yeah. This is an important thing. Don't go back and try to relitigate or explain or defend how it's been going or what you've been doing. Just start with where you are now in relationship to what you now want, and try to look a little more solution oriented or a little more optimistically oriented. So much of what you want is ready to pop into your mind and into your experience. And the fact that it hasn't popped yet doesn't mean that it's not there, and doesn't mean that it's not ready to pop. Haven't you wondered how thoughts turn to things? Most humans don't wonder that. They just look around at the things and pile them up and fight over them. They fight over existing things instead of creating new things. But hardly any of them think well, where did those things come from? Maybe we could get some more things from the same places that those things came from. No, let's just fight over the things that have already come. That's no fun.